Good morning everyone, myself Priyanka and today I am presenting an assignment on the special drawing rights by the IMF. So first let us discuss the background of what is special drawing rights. So during the Bretton Woods Commission of 1944, the IMF was established and the currencies were tied to the price of gold and US dollar was the leading international reserve asset. But then it was felt that there should be a supplementary international reserve asset so that the countries could utilize it whenever they need, and thus the special drawing rights was created in 1969.
Special drawing rights. So the SDR is an international reserve asset, and the SDR is not a currency, but its value is based on the market of 5 currencies: the US dollar, the euro, the Chinese renminbi, the Japanese yen, and the British pound sterling. History and the purpose of SDR. 1960s. So SDR were created in 1969 by the IMF to address a perceived shortage of preferred foreign exchange reserve assets such as the US dollar and gold. In 1970s to 1980s, the SDR allocations were used to supplement the official reserves of IMF member countries and maintain the stability of a fixed exchange rate system.
Explain a bit, thoda sa.
Okay. So
But in 1973, when we have shortage of these assets, the IMF redefined the SDR as equivalent to the value of the basket of the world currencies. So now SDR was kind of a paper gold, which can be used to supplement, and the function of SDR is to supplement reserves to its member countries, so they can use it as their reserves for buying and selling. It is neither a currency nor it is a claim on the IMF, but an asset that holders can exchange for currency when they need it. For example, in pandemic, country need funds, they can use these SDRs as an asset.
What was its objective? Its objective was to maintain or provide foreign reserves for countries whenever they need, or whenever they are in pandemic situation, whenever they need, they will provide them foreign reserves. Okay. So is SDR a currency or an asset? So SDR is an asset that holders can exchange for currency whenever they are in need. So who can be the members of SDR? So SDR's members are holded by IMF, and the members which are a part of IMF International Monetary Fund, they can be take the SDRs. So IMF only can add the members, or they can declare that these are the members which can be the part of IMF, or sorry, SDR. According to February 2023, there are 20 members in SDRs. Among them, 4 are central banks, 3 are intergovernmental monetary institutions, and 13 are development institutions. Or we can, SDR is a basket of 5 currencies which are very less fluctuating in nature and are very strong. These currencies are US dollar, the euro of European Union, Chinese renminbi, Japanese yen, and the British pound. SDR allocation. How is SDR allocated? SDR is allocated depending upon the quota of share of countries in international monetary funds. Why is it important? We can say that during COVID-19 pandemic, there was situation when countries are facing shortage of foreign reserves. So in that case, SDR can act as a gift which can be used by these countries to overcome this situation. How can we say that what are the criteria according to which the currencies are added in SDRs? There are 2 criteria. The first one is the export criteria, and the second one is the freely usable criteria. Under export criteria, IMF members, who are the members of the country, should be the member of IMF. The second thing is these currencies should be among the exporting countries, or the countries which are freely in freely nature of trade. Okay.
India SDR. India hold 2.75% of SDR quota and 2.63% of votes in IMF as per 2022. When in bracket I have written 13.66 billion SDR or $17.86 billion as of 2021. As per मेरी additional information is note type लिखा था. As per August 2023, XDR consists of $43 मतलब percentage कितनी है? तो dollar percentage is 43.38%, euro 29.3%, yuan 12.28%. Yuan and renminbi are same. Okay, and yen is 7.59% and pound 7.44%. Top 10 countries who hold quotas are United States, Japan, China, Germany, France, UK, Italy, India, Russia and Brazil. India holds on 8th spot with 2.76% of quota share and 2.64% of vote share. There are total 190 countries in IMF as per 2021. Hence, SDR enhance global liquidity, support vulnerable economies, and promote financial stability. SDR can be traded through VTA, Voluntary Trading Agreement. And in last, I have written some additional information about IMF. IMF full form is International Monetary Fund, established in 1944 in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, from 1st of July to 22nd July 1944. Its General Secretary or MD is Managing Director is Kristalina Georgieva, which is her 5th term, and her fifth term start from 1st of October 2024. And IMF is an international organization that looks upon international financial institution and regulation. Its total members are 190 members. And मतलब ये थोड़ा ना डेटा पुराना था, मेरे को बस सही लगा कि मतलब पहले G8 था पहले, अब G7 कह रही है, रशिया को इंक्लूड, पर मैं G8 का मैंने डेटा लिखा है कि G8 countries and Saudi Arabia has more than 50% of the IMF voting rights. Thank you.
And what are the purposes that we can use it for? We can use it for various purposes like that of currency exchange, loan repayment, payment of loan interest, and to fulfill any obligation, pledge, or any increase in the quota amount. What are the top 10 countries for the SDR? It is USA, Japan, Germany, France, United Kingdom, China, Italy, Saudi Arabia, Canada, and Russia, with the maximum share of USA, that is 17.69%. India is the 13th largest quota holding country at the IMF with its shareholdings of 2.44%. Now some extra facts related to the SDR. The SDR interest rate is calculated every week. For the current week of October 7, 2024 to October 13, 2024, the interest rate is 3.511. The IMF reviews the XDR basket every 5 years. The recent SDR allocation was there in August 2021 with the SDR allocation of 456 billion, and its US dollar it is 650 billion. The largest SDR allocation it was in the history of IMF, which helped the countries to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic and to boost the global liquidity. Mostly countries used it to purchase vaccines and to boost the economic fluctuation which was happening during the COVID pandemic. The SDR is a reserve asset and it isn't a foreign aid. SDR allocation doesn't add to any country's public debt burden. And SDR allocation is cost free. We do not have to pay any cost for the SDR.
Now, advantages and disadvantages of SDR. So, there are various advantages of SDR. It provides additional international liquidity and the stability. Now, diversifies official reserve holdings for a member countries. It also serves as a unit of account and pricing mechanism for the IMF. It promotes the stability to the international monetary system. Now, what are the disadvantages of SDR? It has a limited use and acceptability outside the IMF system, and its dependency on the IMF allocation and management decisions. Its potential challenges in managing the SDR basket and its valuation. Now, limited impact it has on the domination of major reserve currencies. Its considerations will be the pros and the cons of the SDR must be carefully weighed in the context of the evolving international monetary system and the specific needs of the individual members' countries. Now, the use of SDR by member countries, it helps in exchange, borrowing, payments and investments. Conclusion and the future outlook of SDR, growing importance. So, we can see as the future outlook of these SDR as a growing importance. It is expected to continue grow as the global economy becomes more interconnected and need for a stable international reserve asset increases. It reform proposals, and the third one will be challenges and the opportunities, and the future of the SDR will depend on how they adapt to evolving needs of the international monetary systems and the changing balance of the economic power.